The Jefferson Republic is about the enforcement of the Constitution as originally drafted by the Founding Fathers and getting back to a true representative form of government. The basic problem is we can't change Washington, D.C. They're too powerful. So we have to start where we can make a change. And so that means in our own backyard. So we have to first establish a constitutional form of government and then break away from the state of California, which is not a republic anymore. So we have to start locally before we can change nationally. The State of Jefferson concept, as being proposed by another group, is for direct secession and asking permission for the state legislature to allow them to separate. And then if that were to happen, the State of Jefferson would have to go to Congress, ask for permission and a yes vote from Congress to be established as another state. And the republic is a true we the people. It's a bottom up, not a top down. It's the people voting, which they're allowed to do under the California Constitution. Exactly. If you go to the original Constitution, we were granted the rights and privileges to do that by the 9th and 10th Amendment of the original Constitution. And it just has not been done yet by the people. They have not voiced their choice. The big distinction between that secession movement and this Jefferson Republic is that we don't ask for permission because we have the legal, lawful right to make that change by the vote of the people. Double X stands for double-crossed. The government did not live up to its promise to uphold the contract, the Constitution, for the people. The original Constitution was a contract and also a trust indenture. And we are the beneficiaries and they are supposed to be the trustees. And they have not administered that according to the law of the Constitution, period. There was great dissatisfaction in the North State simply because they didn't have the representation and they weren't getting the support for their infrastructure needed to move goods and services in the North State so that they can conduct business. So they decided they would rather do it themselves and form a new state. And in those days, the states were still a legitimate government, not like today. So they were successful in getting permission to form the new, at that time would have been the 49th state of the Union. And the war come along and they shut the process down to go fight the war. How have we become an unconstitutional government? Through a series of acts passed by Congress. The first one of substance was the District of Columbia Act of 1871. The next act or action taken by Congress was the Bretton Woods Act around 1944, which made the United States, corporate America, a member of the International Monetary Fund, and all of the assets of this country were turned over to the International Monetary Fund as a result of that. And all of our country is now under control of an international foreign interest. That's why the Jefferson Republic movement is born, because we need to get back to our original Constitution and a republic form of government. It's a bottom up and not a top down. If you read the Constitution, it's we the people have the authority and the sovereignty, not the government. So consequently, right now it's the government telling us what to do. We hope to change that.